Welcome everybody. So today I want to show you how to make a Band-Aid to go on, your clay. So you just want to get a fresh chunk of clay. Depending on how big the Band-Aid is going to be, you could cut this out of a slab and then thin it out, or you can just take a chunk of clay and kind of flatten it out. But basically you're trying to make, a Band-Aid shape, right? So you want kind of a rounded rectangle like that-ish. Now, right now it's a little bit thick like this, but I want to make the bump right here. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly trace where I think I want the main part of the Band-Aid to be, because this middle part is always thicker than the rest of it. So I'm just gonna take my finger and right next to that line, I'm gonna start thinning this section out a little bit more. So see how I'm thinning it out? I'm gonna trim the extra off of this in a second, but I just wanted to get that first part thick enough. Okay, so then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna stick my finger right up against that line and I'm gonna make this side of it thinner, leaving that center part slightly on the thicker side. So now I have kind of this kind of a shape. So now I want to trim it. I'm gonna move this out of the way. So now I want to trim it. So I'm just gonna kind of cut it so it's a little bit more even on the sides. Now, depending on what you want the ends to look like, or what kind of Band-Aid you're doing, you might want, flat sides on the end, you might not, but make sure that you don't have any sharp edges or clay boogies on there. So just kind of round out your stuff. So just gently round it. Now what makes it look like a Band-Aid is the thickness in the middle and then all the texturing. So usually on a Band-Aid, there's some texturing, and I just use a pencil or like my pencil looking tool. And I'm gonna make a pattern in the clay. Now, if you wanna look at a picture of a Band-Aid, sometimes that will help. Like if you're trying to make something specific and you wanna go get a picture of it, get a picture of it. Because if there's more texturing on the side, then maybe you want to add more texturing on the side, right? But once you have your Band-Aid kind of formed, then you can go ahead and slip and score it onto your project. So spend some time, make everything nice and even and smooth, and be creative. So thanks everybody.